Hello, good evening, students. Hello.
Good evening, sir.
Yeah, so only four members are joined. I'll wait 5 minutes, huh? Can I start after 5 minutes?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you. Okay, my last class, what you discussed? Hello.
We discussed temperature coefficient.
Temperature coefficient. Okay. So that formula also I derived now. Nernst equation for Arrhenius equation formula. Hello.
Yes, sir.
What log of K2 by K1
Yes,
is equal.
sir.
Okay, right. Next, catalyst effect I have to discuss, right? Next, discuss the catalyst effect. So now the factors affecting the rate of chemical. 1 minute, please. Yeah. So what are the catalyst effect? This is next third or first rate of reaction factors. First one is nature of the reactants. Second one is concentration, the temperature. Fourth, right? Fourth is the catalyst effect. Catalyst effect. See, what is the catalyst effect? So, catalyst are two types are there. Positive catalyst and negative catalyst. What is the positive catalyst means increase the rate of reaction. Negative catalyst means decrease the rate of reaction. See, catalyst increases the rate of reaction by decreasing activation energy. Write down statement. Catalyst when catalyst list added to the chemical reaction, the rate of chemical
is increased.
The rate of chemical reaction increases by decreasing activation energy of the reactants, not reagents, reactants. Activation energy of the reactants by finding a new path of the reaction mechanism. New path of the reaction mechanism. So the catalyst increase the rate of reaction but does not consume it as a product. Catalyst does not consume as a product. After completion of the reaction, it comes out, it means catalyst. It comes out with its own identity. Okay. Note down one curve is there. After that, I will draw the curve.
Sir,
Yes.
sir, can you repeat the fourth line? The catalyst does not.
Catalyst does not consumed as a product, after the completion of the reaction, it comes out with its own identity. Completed, huh? Hello?
Yes, sir.
See that curves. This for positive catalyst. For positive catalyst. It is for negative catalyst. So this is the okay. Here. So this is the threshold energy. This point is the threshold energy, ET. So this point here reactants, here products. This curve is the without catalyst, without catalyst. So you know this thing is the activation energy. This is the activation energy. Here also this the threshold energy. So here reactants, here products. So this is the height. This height is the activation energy. Activation EA, activation energy of the reactants. So this is the with catalyst. With the catalyst. So without catalyst. Without catalyst. Here with catalyst. See what is the rate of reaction? Observe now in this both curves. For positive catalyst, the height, the reactants and products between the energy barrier curve is there. That energy barrier means height, just like a wall. So the wall is, height of wall is decreased when catalyst is added, right? By finding a new path means the dotted line is the new path. So the dotted line is the new path. So number of, for example, general example I'm saying, now for example, pass mark is 35 for 100, okay? So out of 100 members, 50 members are passed. If the same, the target now, pass mark target is reduced to 20 marks. Out of 100, 20 marks is the pass mark. Then all students are cross, that means cross the target and convert into products, means pass percentage. Here also, the in front of height now, that energy, here don't think activation energy of the reactants means that energy is not belongs to reactants. That is the target of the reacting molecules. The targeting of the reacting molecules decreases by adding catalyst. Then maximum number of molecules cross over this energy barrier and convert into products now. Fine, understood or not? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So then the rate of reaction increased by adding positive catalyst. So what I told, the rate of reaction increases by decreasing the activation energy of the reactants in presence of catalyst. But whereas in the negative catalyst or opposite, what is the opposite? The rate of reaction decreases. The rate of reaction decreases by increasing the activation energy. So when catalyst is added, the negative catalyst, the activation energy target is increases, the dotted lines in the second curve. So then the rate of reaction decreases. Fine, understood all of you?
Yes, sir.
Now note down these curves. Okay, next. Okay, can I? Hello,
Yes, sir.
can I clear this?
Yes, sir.
Next. What is last one? Radiation effect. Last one is the radiation effect. The radiation effect. So, what is the radiation effect? You know, all photochemical reactions occurs in presence of light only. That means light can act as a catalyst, right there. All photochemical reactions occurs in presence of sunlight. Presence of sunlight. So here sunlight act as catalyst. So for example, okay, many examples are there. I will give this one. Photosynthesis reaction. 6 moles of CO2 plus 6 moles of H2O. It gives rise to in presence of HNO. Also chlorophyll. C6H12O6 plus 6 moles of O2 gas is liberated. Even H2 gas plus Cl2 gas gives rise to 2HCl gas in presence of sunlight, Hn. Okay, take now this one example. Okay, can I clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure.
Okay, next order of the reaction. Same. What is meant by order of the reaction? Order of the reaction. Order of reaction means order of chemical reaction. What is the definition of order of the reaction? Say this: the sum of the powers of the reactants. Sum of the powers of the reactants in rate equation is known as order of the reaction. Order of the reaction. So the sum of the powers of the concentration terms. Oh, I'm sorry. The sum of the powers of the concentration terms of the reactants. Concentration terms. Take this point, please. The sum of the powers of the concentration terms of the reactants. Concentration terms of reactants in rate equation is known as order of the reaction. See, for example, A gives rise to product. A gives rise to products. According to law of mass action, the rate of reaction is directly proportional to product of molar concentrations of the reactants, but here only one reactant. Therefore, R is directly proportional to concentration of the reactant A, and R is equal to some proportional constant K, that is rate constant, into concentration of A. Then what is the power of A? If nothing is there means 1 only. Therefore, R is equal to 1. Or A plus B gives rise to products. Okay. Then what is the rate? Rate is directly proportional to product of molar concentration of the reactants only, according to law of mass action, A and B. So therefore, R is equal to some proportional constant K into concentration of A and concentration of B. Now what is order? Sum of the powers now. Order is equal to A power 1, B power 1. That means 1 plus 1, that is equal to 2. Order of the reaction is 2. Understood, students?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, now we are going to calculate the units per rate constant of different orders. Rate constant for different orders. Note down this. Okay, can I clear? Hello? Okay. Next slide. Calculation of units per rate constants of different order of the reactions. Very simple, this one. See this. See, first one is zero order. So zero order means A gives rise to product. Okay. So what is that? Rate is equal to some constant K into A power 0. Concentration term is 0, power 0. And K is equal to, what is the formula? R by A power 0. So what is R? Dx by dt na? Dx by dt is the R. That is equal to dx by dt into 1 by A power 0. What is A power 0? 1 only. And that is equal to, what is the change in concentration? Dx means change in concentration. That is simply C by T. What is C? Moles per liter. Moles per liter. And time means time inverse or second inverse I am writing. Time inverse. This is the right understand. What is the zero order rate constant units? Is the moles per liter per second. So that means rate of reaction only. The units per rate of reaction and zero order rate constant both are equal. Next, see this second one. First order. First order. What is the first order now? Just consider A gives rise to products. A gives rise to products. Come on now. Rate is equal to K into concentration of A power 1. Then K is equal to R by A power 1. So what is R? Dx by dt into molar concentration of A means, okay, that is equal to dx by dt means C by T. Right, into 1 by C. It is also molar concentration now. That means C cancel. So now what are the first order rate constant K units are? Only time inverse. Time inverse or second inverse. That is second inverse. Understood, students?
Yes, sir.
Next, take the second order. So what is second order? There are two ways are there. What is the two way? 2A gives rise to product. It is the second order. Or A plus B gives rise to products. It is also second order. Now apply this. Therefore, rate is equal to K into, directly I'm writing K into A power 2, right? And therefore, K is equal to R by A power square, or that is dx by dt into 1 by A power square, and that is the C by T into 1 by C square. Here C square cancel. So in denominator, moles per liter. In denominator, moles per liter means when liter come up, it is a positive. Therefore, K units liter, right? Mole inverse and second inverse. Mole inverse. Okay, understood, Amma? Even A plus B also, dx by dt into 1 divided by A plus B, A into B will come. That is concentration square only, same units. So note it down. I'll go for third order and nth order. Completed, huh?
Yes, sir.
Right, next. So it is third order. What is that? Okay. Third order. Third, not second. All right, the third order now. A 3A gives rise to product, or A plus B plus C gives rise to product, or 2A plus B gives rise to product, or A plus 2B gives rise to product. Okay, possibilities are there, but final one only. I'm writing rate is directly proportional to product of molar concentrations of the reactant, that is A cube, or R is equal to K into A power cube. Therefore, K is equal to R divided by A cube, right? So that is dx by dt into 1 by A power cube, and that is equal to C divided by CC, C divided by T into 1 by C cube. Square it will cancel, that is square. So it becomes what it becomes, denominator moles per liter. Moles per liter whole square. That it finally rewriting liter power 2 mole power minus 2 second inverse. Similarly, what is the nth order? Come on, tell me, what is nth order? Rate constant K is equal to units of liter power n minus 1. So second order is, third order is liter power 2 mole power minus 2. First order is liter, second order is liter and mole power minus 1 and second inverse. Similarly, what is the order now? Nth order K is equal to liter power n minus 1 and a mole minus of n minus 1 and second inverse. This is the units, that's the nth order. So you can put anything n value is 1, n value 1, 0 order will come. N value, sorry, n is equal to 0, 0 order rate constant units will come. N is equal to 1 means first order, like that. It is common for all types of n's. Take this formula. Okay, next. Now we can derive the first order, 0 order, first order, second order, and so on. Integrated rate constant equation we are going to derive now. Note down. Next, derivation of integrated equations, rate constant for integrated equation. First, 0 order. First one is 0 order. Now, consider the 0 order reaction means, say this, A gives rise to products, right? So let small a be the initial concentration of the reactant, and A minus X be the change in concentration at time t. So that means A gives rise to product. So initial, what is the initial A, product 0 at time t, that is A minus X and X. So by applying law of mass action, what is the law of mass action means rate of reaction. So K is equal to rate is equal to K into A minus X whole power 0, because it is a rate 0 order reaction. So what is the rate? Dx by dt is equal to K into A minus X whole power 0, or variable separable method, mathematics. X terms one side. What is X terms? Dx by A minus X whole 0 is equal to K into dt. Now integrating on both sides, this is one only. Integrating on both sides. What will come? Integration of this one. It is one only. Integration of dx means x only. By derivative of x means 1 only. So integration of dx means it is x. 1 minute. Again, it is the x is equal to k constant only In the integration of dt means t only. So, but we require rate constant k is equal to x by t. This is the formula. Note down. What is the zero rate constant equation? Is the k is equal to x by t. What is x? Change in concentration. Change in concentration. Or we can write k is equal to x means a concentration by delta t means t2. Okay, that is time. You can write like shit. You know what is that one? A naught means concentration of the reactant at time t is equal to 0. Concentration of A means change in concentration of the reactant A at time t. Okay, note down. You can clear, friends? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Next, keep citing characteristics of zero order reactions. Characteristics of zero order reactions. So what are the characteristics of zero order reaction means? Okay, any reaction of the zero order must obey that formula. What formula? The concentration of the reactant A is equal to A naught into minus KT. Just to last what I given, that only expansion this one, right? So now it is y is equal to mx plus c formula, you know. What is the y is equal to mx plus c? Y is equal to mx minus c, not plus c. So straight line equation. What is the slope is negative k. So observe the curve now here. Take this one. So this shows that the concentration of the reactant decreases linearly with time. So as it is an equation of the straight line, y is equal to mx plus c, then by observing the plot between what is the y means the concentration of A and what is the x means time only. Now how it is the curve is, it will comes like this. Next to slope. The slope is now, slope becomes minus k. Slope becomes minus k. It is the initial concentration A naught. Next, so next point, right. The rate of reaction is independent of the concentration. Why independent? It is zero order. Now, zero order means it does not depend on the rate of reaction. It is generally, you know, all catalytic reactions are the zero order reaction. These catalytic reactions are, the rate is not depends on the concentration of the reactants. The rate depends on the catalyst used in the rate of chemical reaction, used in the chemical reaction. So that means the rate is independent of the reaction. So next, the rate is independent on the concentration of the reactants. So generally, what are the examples? Catalytic reactions are the zero order reaction. Zero order reactions. Okay. Now observe this curve now for zero order reactions, how it is. This is rate and the concentration. This is the rate. It is the concentration. So it doesn't depends. It is formed as linear curve along with the concentration. Take this one. Okay, can I clear? Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Next, small sliding half-life period. Half-life. So what is the definition of half-life period? Half-life period means the time required for 50% completion of the reaction, or the time required, the initial concentration A becomes A by 2. That is the half-life period. Take the definition now. The time required to completion of the 50% of the reaction, 50% of the reaction, or the initial concentration, of the reactant A, or small a, let us consider small a becomes otherwise A again will come to other word. So the initial concentration A becomes A naught by 2 or A by 2, or A becomes A by 2. Okay, A becomes A by 2 or change in concentration A by 2. That is half-life period. For zero order reaction, what is zero order reaction? Already you know what is the formula given. Just now we written now what is the concentration of A is equal to A concentration at 0 minus KT. Now therefore KT is equal to, what is KT is equal to concentration of A naught minus concentration of A. Correct now? So there T is equal to, what is the time? Concentration of A T is equal to concentration of A minus concentration of A whole divided by K, right? This is this one. Now half-life period means, what is the, if T is equal to T half, T is equal to T half. 1 minute. If T is equal to T half, then what is the A initial concentration is equal to A by 2 na? So that is A naught by 2. So take this formula from that equation 1 only. So T half is equal to T half is equal to what is that? T half is equal to 1 by K into concentration of A naught minus that A becomes this not A, A becomes A naught. Change in concentration becomes A by 2. This is A naught by 2. A naught by 2. So what is the 1 minus half means okay, A by 2 only. That is initial concentration A naught by 2K or T half is constant is a what is the constant of 1 by 2K is a constant now directly proportional to initial concentration. Okay, take this formula. Directly proportional means you can make another. Here I'm writing, you can write continuously. What is the curve between half life and T half versus initial concentration? Initial concentration. So it is directly proportional, right? Directly proportional. Units already calculated now, moles per liter per second. Units of K. Units of K is equal to mole per liter and second inverse. Already derived. Okay, can I clear? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Right. Next. So what are the examples? Some examples you can take now. Example for zero order reactions, chemical reactions. Examples for zero order reactions. Already I told the catalytic reactions. First one is, so what is this one? Photochemical reactions in terms of, okay, H2 plus I2, okay, Cl2, gas gives rise to HCl in presence of HNO. It is a catalyst. So next, second one is a formation of HCl in presence of sunlight. Next, second example is decomposition of N2O. Decomposition of N2O, nitrous oxide, on hot PT surface, platinum surface. See what is the decomposition means? N2 go gives rise to N2 plus half O2. This is catalyst now. Next, third one, decomposition of ammonia of NH3 in presence of molybdenum, MO, molybdenum. How this means 2NH3, molybdenum is up. So N2 plus 3H2, the zero order. So next, decomposition of gold, decomposition of HI on the gold surface. This one, fourth one is decomposition of HI on the gold surface. So that means HI gives rise to H2 plus I2 in presence of gold as a catalyst. AU, gold as a catalyst. Okay. Right on. Next, we are going to first order derivation, characters, and examples. Can I clear? Hello. Hello, students.
Yes, sir, you can clear.
Next, keep sliding. First order reaction. So we have to derive the integrated equation as well as characteristics and properties. First order reaction. So now consider a reaction. A gives rise to product, and let small a with a initial concentration, small a with a initial concentration, and A minus X with a concentration change at time t. So that means okay, A gives rise to product. So initially, what is initial? A and 0, and at time t, time equal to t, A minus X, X. Now applying the law of mass action, what is the rate is equal to, that means dx by dt is equal to constant k into A minus X whole power 1, right? So by writing this one, dx by A minus X is equal to k into dt. Now integrating on both sides, so what integrating on both sides, integration of log x is equal to, integration of 1 by x is the log x divided by derivative of x. So but here integration of 1 by A minus X means ln, common logarithm, ln A minus X by derivative of A minus X means minus 1, that it becomes minus ln A minus X is equal to k into t plus some integration constant, say equation 1. Now when t is equal to 0, then x also equal to 0, right? Change in constant, x also 0. So from equation
Sir?
1. Ah,
Sir, can you explain the step again? The before one.
which one?
So the equation one.
Yeah. So integration of this one here, integrating means integration of dx by a minus x, integration of k into dt. Okay. You know what is the formula? Integration of 1 by x, log x divided by derivative of x now. Hello.
Yes, sir.
So integration of a minus x, 1 by a minus x means ln or log. Okay, it's not issue. Logarithm of a minus x and derivative of a minus x. A derivative 0, x derivative 1, but sign negative is there. That's why I'm putting negative. Got my point?
Yes, sir.
Kt plus the integration constant. C is the integration constant. Now when t is equal to 0, then x also 0 now. So from equation I'm substituting minus ln a is equal to t0 means this term 0, only c. Now c is equal to ln a. Substituting substituting in equation 1. Substituting in equation 1. What is the formula? Minus ln a minus x is equal to kt minus ln a. This ln a bring this side. Log a minus log a b form. That is ln a by a minus x. Okay. A by a minus x is equal to kt. But now it convert into common logarithm. So what is the common logarithm? 2.303 will come. Therefore, k is equal to 2.303 by t into log of a by a minus x. Log of a by a minus x. Okay, now students, first order rate constant equation. This is the first order rate constant, or you can write k is equal to 2.303 by t into log of initial concentration a constant divided by a minus x. Instead of a minus x, a you can write. That is the first order rate constant equation. No doubt.
Sir?
Yes, tell me, ma'am.
So why did 2.303 come?
A natural logarithm convert into common logarithm. 2.303 LOC will come now. What is the relation between natural logarithm and common logarithm? Understood?
Yes, sir.
Okay, this is the kinetic equation for the first order reaction. Now say question 2, this one last. What is this? Okay, can I clear? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Right. From that equation 2, what is that? From equation 2, our last equation already written now. So we can the exponential function we can write like this: a naught by a. That means log of a by a minus x only, not log of a by a minus x is equal to. So e power minus kt will come. E power kt or a divided by a naught is equal to e power minus kt. Therefore, a is equal to a naught into e power minus kt. E power minus kt. Okay. Next shading right down. Characteristics of first order reaction. Characteristics of the first order reaction. Okay. And make it as a straight line equation from the above equation, first order reaction. So already you know that is a log of, what is that? K is equal to 1 minute, please. K is equal to 2.303 by t into log of a naught by a. From that you can it can be expressed as log a is equal to minus kt by 2.303 plus log of a naught. Then by solving you will get it this now. Hello?
Yes,
Y
sir.
is equal to, that means y is equal to mx plus y is equal to m x plus c. Here slope is negative, right? So by drawing the curve between, what is the y means log a. Y means here log a or okay. So this is a pen is not working sometimes. That is a problem. Yeah, log a or it is log of a minus x. Change versus what is the from that m mean x means x means t time only. What is the slope now? The negative slope will comes. Negative slope. Here this at place this is a log a naught. Starting this point. Slope is negative slope, that is minus k by 2.303. K by 2.303. What is intercept C? Intercept C is C is equal to log of initial concentration. Note down this. Okay, completed. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Next, half-life period. Okay, half-life period definition is same. The time required for 50% completion of the reaction, or the initial concentration A becomes A by 2. Definition same, but first off, we can derive now it. What is the consider? What is the rate constant K? K is equal to 2.303 by T into log of A by M minus X, right? If T is equal to T half, then A minus X is equal to A by 2. Change becomes A by 2. Substituting this above equation, then K is equal to 2.303 by T half into log of A. Instead of A minus X, you can write A by 2. Here, what is the A cancel? What is the final equation? K is equal to 2.303 by T half into log 2 value. You know, log 2 value, it come up to log 2 value 0.3010. By multiplying those two, 0.693 by T half. But we required, what is the T half only? Therefore, T half is equal to 0.693 by K. What is the T half formula? Half-life period for first order reaction is half-life period is equal to T half is equal to 0.693 by K. K is the constant, but half-life period is independent of the initial concentration for first order reaction. Note point that only you have to write. Note here. Half-life period of first order reaction is independent of initial concentration of the reactant. Of the reactants. Okay. Note down this one. We completed, huh? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Here half-life period, okay, that is formula. Different formulas are there from first order rate constant. You can write now general. Right, here different formulas are there. One by one you can write. General expression for the time taken for nth fraction of a reaction, nth fraction of a reaction of first order to complete. So that means putting x is equal to a by n and t is equal to t half, t 1 by n, nth fraction in the first order equation. In the first order equation, that is the time is equal to for nth fraction 2.3 by k into log of a by a minus x. That we get how to write this one? T 1 by n is equal to 2.303 by k into log of a by a minus a by n, right? Or that is 2.303 by k into log of 1 by 1 minus 1 by n. That is the formula. Or you can take final equation t 1 by n is equal to 2.303 by k into log of n by n minus 1, n by n minus 1. Take this formula. Completed?
Yes, sir.
Next, second one. General expression for the time taken for the reactant to reduce to the nth fraction. Here a minus x is equal to a by n. A minus x is equal to a by n. Then from first equation, what we write? Therefore, t is equal to 2.303 by k into log of a by n. Here a cancel, no? So then final, what is the time? Time is equal to 2.303 by k into log of n. Take this formula also. So likewise, first order expressions different are there. Different are there. So I'll write. Note down one by one. Okay, can I clear?
Yes, sir.
Right, next point. The amount of the substance amount of the substance left after n half-lives. N half-lives. So in general, substance left. Okay. Left after, already written after n half. Okay, lives. How to write this one? That is equal to, left after is equal to a naught by a naught means initial into 2 power n, or that is 1 by 2 whole power n into a naught. Or this important point here, that is the amount of left in 1/2 is the amount left in 1/2 is equal to a naught by 2, or the amount left in 2 halves, a naught by 2 power whole power 2. So that means a naught into 4. A continuation only. So on, so on. The amount left in 3 halves, a naught by 2 cube. That means a naught by 8. So on, so on, like this. And so on. Not on this point. Can I clear this? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Right, next. Already units derived now over time inverse. Next point is the average life. Average life. Average life. So its average life symbol is lambda. You know, it is the reciprocal of the rate constant k, 1 by k. 1 by k. What is k for half life? That is 1 by k means 1 divided by 0.693 divided by t half na. So that implies t half divided by 0.693, or that is 1.443 into t half. It is the average life. And lambda is equal to 1.443 T half. Take this point. Next point, here I'm writing relation between T half and T X percentage amount decomposed is equal to, take this one, T X percentage decomposed is equal to 2.303 by K into log of 100 minus X. That means, say equation 1. Now, T half is equal to 0.693 by K. Log this one, instead of 0.693 by K, 0.693 already while deriving, 0.3 log 2 into 2.303 now, that I am writing log 2 value into 2.3 by K, equation 2. Okay, dividing equation 2 by 1. Equation 2 by 1. So what will I am writing top? I am clearing this. Yeah. So what will comes dividing by 2 means T half by T X percentage is equal to 0.3 divided by log of 100 minus X. Okay. Take this important part. So, okay, from first order rate equation, many possibilities are there in objective questions. For objective question. Okay, next. Similarly, same. This is a decomposition, right? Similarly, that is the relation between that X percent or Y percent per amount decomposed. Next point. Wait a minute. Again, pen is not working, boys. Hello. 2 minutes. Wait a minute. This pen is again stuck. Yeah. Okay. Well, next, what is that? Similarly, formula. Write down. Yeah. The relation between Tx% and Ty%. Amount decomposed only. Amount decomposed. What is a Tx% by Ty% is equal to that is a log of 100 by 100 minus x by log of 100 by 100 minus y. This is the another formula. Take now. So x percentage, y percentage are the percentage of substance decomposed only. Next, relation between T half and Tx percentage. Tx percentage. Amount left, not decomposed. Amount left. That is T half by Tx percentage left is equal to 0.3 divided by log of 100 by x, not 100 minus x. Take this one. Okay, can I clear this next? Right. Next, relation between Tx% and Ty%. This is the amount left. That is equal to Tx% by Ty% left only, amount left. Is equal to log of 100 by x by log of 100 by y. Next point, T half, already know, T half is equal to 0.693 by K for first order reaction. And take this, T3 by 4 is equal to 2 times T half. And similarly, T 99.99%, 99.99 or 9% is equal to 10 times T half, 10 times T half. Take these formulas. In general, for the first order reaction, for the nth order reaction, so T half is inversely proportional to 1 by A naught power n minus 1, or directly proportional to, when it comes up, 1 minus n will come, A power 1 minus n. So it is initial concentration, right? Or we can take T half inversely proportional to 1 by A power n minus 1. A is the initial concentration. Take this formula.
So,
Yes.
so with the red pen you have written T half is equal to what?
In the where it is, this one, huh?
Sir, T half, sir, diagonal left, sir.
Yeah. This T half is inversely proportional to 1 by A power n minus 1. Right, capital A or small a. Small a is the initial concentration only, no?
Sir, to the left side, T half is equal to what you have written.
T
Yeah,
half
this
is,
one, sir.
T
Yeah.
half is equal to 0.693 divided by K.
Okay, sir.
For first order reaction. And T not half, T 0.75, 3 by 4 means T 50% is a half-life period. It is a 75% of period. 2 times of T half. T 100% almost is equal to 10 times of half-lives. Completed? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, right. Next one more last model, last problem formula. Next is starting with starting with two different concentrations. Different concentrations. A1 and A2 for the same reaction. The half-lives T half 1 and T half 2 are determined. So what is the formula? T half 1 by T half 2 is equal to reverse now, reciprocal A2 by A1 whole power n minus 1. Or for applying logarithm on both sides, what will get n is equal to 1 plus log of T half 1 minus log of T half 2 divided by log A2 minus log of A1. So here n is the order of the reaction. Here n is equal to order of the reaction. Okay, this reaction, this formula again repeated to determine the order of order determination methods are there in the last end of the chapter. We'll discuss there. It is, I think, it's repeated there also. Now better to write, easy to remember. Order of the So next chemical reactions, the examples and all are there. We'll discuss. Right. Completed, master? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Do you complete now? Okay. Okay, these applications means chemical reactions are there, and problems, and integrated equation for second order, third order, and all the next class will discuss. Okay now? Hello?
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.